All right. Um, I'm just going to kind of put this out there because I I don't know if you guys watched the Doom game that I was playing earlier. Um, it turns out that the beans that I was taking previously were about 3 years old ish. I think I got them like after high school and stuff like that. And I didn't expect it to make me that sick. And I had like what 6? I had at least 6. And man, they it was awful. Um, I thought it would be a little goofy little thing to do. Um, just something to do because I I like playing games. I do, but and I've also started looking around and noticing that just random like drama happening and stuff. It's also a reason why I haven't been on lately because is I get dragged into everything no matter where I go. Especially being in a community with a bunch of people, friends and um, health issues, and et cetera. Things just things just happen. There's nothing you can really do, nothing you can really um, set in stone. Just take a break from everything, and that's pretty much what I did. Um, I took a break after that, and I was done. I did not want any part of what was going on and all this random nonsense, man. I was done. So this is like my first video or my first video that I'm going to actually put in the hours into making. Um, I know it's not going to be seen. I know there's not anybody unless those few people who actually stay around. Thank you so much. If you stay around and stuff like that. I do enjoy gaming quite a bit. It's just that whenever I hit the live button or record button, my brain kind of goes empty. Is because I'm focused on the game, and that's the only thing that goes in. Because when it's outside of gaming, man, I can't think for the like life of me. My mind is always running. I always have everything on my mind, especially with things that are going on nowadays. Um, man, there's so many games I do want to end up playing, but I have to stick with the games that I have currently. Um, I think the main games that bring up channel like people watch um, is Test Drive and Doom. Doom brought in a few people. Um, I do want to play other things, but I haven't found a good enough game to really stand out for me. Um, especially if you grew up watching YouTube at 2015 and stuff, and especially all the older YouTubers, like you can't really just compare with them. YouTube nowadays is like where's the fun goofy people who sit down, hit record, and you know actually do content. Um, I know this is nowhere near means of content at all. This is just a video ranting about me of what is going on with YouTube and life and everything. Because I know some people can relate. Um, YouTube just kind of feels dead. Um, and I only follow like a few people. Uh, I like all of the previous people that I used to watch with are now leaving YouTube. Either they're leaving completely, or they're tired of everything, and they're just trying to leave it behind so that way they can move on with life and do what they want to do. That's what a lot of people are doing, especially the older generation. Um, we've been through a phase of YouTube. We've been through like three different generations of YouTube. Um, if you guys haven't noticed, the first part of a generation is people just uploading like this. Sit down, chat, talk, play a game, or whatever, and there's not really any editing or any um, how do I say it? Like funny blips and clips to make people to keep wanting to watch. It was all about, the person's identity or the person's comedy or whatever they had going on that was special. Um, don't get me wrong, editing. I see a lot of edited videos and stuff like that that I follow. They're pretty good, but they have their sense of identity. I guess you can say. When I say identity, I mean you could tell what that channel is. Like who they are and what they're all about. Like I give off good examples. Good Mythical Morning. They're always the two the two goofy guys on the internet. Friends for what, 40 years now. Um, I originally wanted to start a podcast with my previous friends um, during high school, but of course, drama and stuff like that always happened, and especially when I was moving out, having my own apartment and sharing the lease with the guys, so that way we have a place to live. And it didn't. I guess it didn't really work out because one of them was egotistical. I guess you can say it was all about him or what he kind of did. And I'm not gonna give out any names, but you know who you are. Um, he kind of met a girl for like a month, like literally a month on Tinder or whatever, because we were talking about it. He got up and he kind of did his dirty. He kind of just gave up and uh, sent the lease over to us so that we had to pay the full lease for the rest of the months. Um, but that was not the original goal. The original goal was to all of us to save up enough money to get a house and all split the rent and bills for a house. Um, that was the original idea that we were having, and it just seemed like he just wanted no part to do with us because he wanted to go live with a girl that he barely met for a month. And 2 years later, after I ceased all contact with him and his friends, um, after I ceased contact with them, he decided to leave her after 2 years. Well, I didn't know when he actually left, but after 2 years, he's back to doing his own thing again. Um, I mean, it was only beneficial to all of us to share the lease payment for all three of us. But he saw a woman, and he's like, yes, that's what we want, or that's what he wants. Um, and man, I guess I could take this as a podcast. I guess you could say, because this is not really about topics in general or me gaming. I know you guys see Roblox or you guys see Greenville. The reason why I'm playing Greenville is because there is a Celine LM um, S7 LM that's being released in July 4th, which I know you guys can see the time, and yeah, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Um, and I'm trying to grind it out because I was supposed to grind yesterday, but man, I did not really feel like doing anything. I was still in my little mopey mood. Um, I know some people didn't want to see VR stuff, and I enjoy VR more than most games that I've played. So I'm just gonna upload what I kind of want to. Um, Not to hate on everyone that doesn't want it or no one cares for it. It's just something that I like to go into because it's like I can go talk to other people and I'm not by myself all the time. Because whenever I talk to myself, it I just don't know. I'm not a very creative person. Because during through high school, middle school, and all that, I was always a solitary person. I didn't care for anyone or everyone. I still hate people to this day. Um, I think it's more that I hate newer people nowadays than anything. Um, it's just that everything everything from 2016 is everything's been changing, falling apart, and weird as hell. I don't like what we're coming to in 2025 and 2026. Like this year was an awful year. I can't believe it. One of the most terrible years I've ever had. Um cuz during COVID, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we were locked up most of the time because, virus and whatever. I never took the vaccine, never once. And I've never got sick with COVID at all. I haven't necessarily needed it because there was no point. Me and my entire family, um, uh, yeah, um, we all decided not to get the vaccine because it's not worth it. It really wasn't. Um, and we all did decided not to take it. And none of us got really sick from it. It was the aftermath is when we got sick. But it wasn't from COVID. It was from something else. Um, because we went to the doctors for it, and it was not necessarily COVID, but it was something else, and we didn't know what it was. Um, but we didn't really do anything about it. We just kind of let you know take its course. We got better over time. Um, yeah, just I would say the worst years of all time is 23 to 25 is the worst years all combined. Um, Worst ever. Man, I can't believe it, man. Losing a friend, losing, friends you used to know for years, especially during like IRL friends and online friends from simple arguments, man. Just simple arguments. I have a friend who's special. He's special. Not like mentally disabled or physically disabled or anything. I would say he's a little mentally disabled, but it's his own way. Like that's just him. And we get into fights all the time. But I don't bear anything hard to him because he's been sheltered. He's been sheltered throughout the years, and he doesn't really understand what life really is like outside of his house. He has internet and stuff. He can research and do whatever. But once you've lived on your own, once you've done things by yourself, once you lose family members, you lose friends and stuff like that. It changes you. It really does. And there's not much you can do. And I've been pretty busy lately. Um, been pretty on a roller coaster. Like, man, I've been up and down all over trying to get things done, get everything organized, get paperwork filed out, and everything organized for this year. Because this year is like, it's fucking nuts, dude. Fucking unbelievable. And on top of that, um, I saw some other articles because it's getting stupid. Um, because I see it all the time, especially when I'm online, and because I play around, I jump to game, and etc. etc. I know there's a new drama going around with the Stop Killing Games movement or whatever it is, and I don't know like fully who started it or what's going on with that. Um, but I do see that gaming companies nowadays just don't care for the consumers or the gamers themselves. All to them, we're just banks to them. They pull out a game, we end up buying it because it's a new game. It came out 2025 or 2026. New game, new stuff that looks interesting and stuff like that. And then they go ahead and just remove it. Like what Activision does, they make a new game every year. Like, dude, chill out. You don't need to make a game every year. I'm fine with you making a game every 3 years, every 5 years. Rockstar, they take their time, but I also did not like what they did with 5M and the modding scene because Rockstar, you're a piece of shit for what you did, and the owner of 5M too. The owner of 5M really didn't have really a choice in it. It was the team who kind of sold the game, and I'll say fuck all of you who decided to sell 5M. 5M was a good state as it is. You did not fucking need Rockstar at all. You had money coming in. You had developers wanting to hop on and work on it and etc etc. Like you had everything. And you go to sell it to Rockstar. They're the same people who ended Midnight Club. There's like no reason. Midnight Club was at the top of its stage. Midnight Club was one of the best games that came out during its time. I mean, there was other games too that was there, but Midnight Club was unique. Like, how many other games that were like as good of a racing game as Midnight Club was? Because there was, Gran Turismo. Of course, everyone knows Gran Turismo because that's Gran Turismo. It's a, sim racing game. And everyone knows Need for Speed. Need for Speed's a arcade version of Gran Turismo. But it's more of a street style than anything. Then you have like Blur and etc and all these other games, but they're all their unique style. Midnight Club was a idea or a thought of what street racing would look like um, in its time or in its little era that it was made. If they made Midnight Club in this year with the new gen graphics and stuff, oh my god, dude, they would sell out so fast. Like, dude, so many people have been wanting some of these older games to get revived and refreshed or get a sequel or whatever. Man, you would not know how many people would love to have some of these older games get revamped and remastered. Like The Last of Us, oh my god, stop making remasters of that game. Just let it go. It's been remastered like how many fucking times? Like 3 times in 3 different generations. like the PS4, the PS3, and then PC version. And I'm like, Jesus, dude, oh my god! And they keep making because it's a good game, but when you keep remaking it, there's no additional content or gameplay, you would say. There's also like some of the older games, man. They just hit different. They they were like the epiphany or the actual I like gaming of what gaming was. Um, Mostly nowadays it's what's the newest graphics you can get. How many like I see a lot of repetitiveness in games nowadays. And I get it. People have been making games for 30, 40 years now. And you kind of lose ideas after making so many games after so many years because you got Nintendo who cares about their image like Ferrari does. They care about their image. They care about what characters and does what. But if you want people to like you, what they did with Gmod, that was stupid. I guess I'm just ranting on about literally every complaint that I have, which this is probably what this is going to be is just a rant for everything that's going on and stuff. Like I said, this is going to be more like a podcast of what I think of what's going on. Um, while I grind out this game because I think I need like 2 million to get to the car because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 2 million, and I have to grind like 20 hours of this game to be able to afford it. So I'm probably going to just talk until I feel tired, because I've been up all day, and it just been thinking. Um, but what Nintendo does is they kind of ruin themselves as well. And the price tags for their games is ridiculous. They're paying $80 to $70 for a little cartridge of a game to be lower end. You get like 30, 60 FPS barely with the lowest graphical settings possible. It's like paying $70 for a mobile game is basically what it is. They descale it so much. And at that point, don't buy a Nintendo. Go buy a Steam Deck. Go buy a ROG or go buy, something that's actually going to be worth your money in the long run. Because Nintendo, they don't really know the market, I guess you could say. Because I wouldn't say they don't know the market. It's just, I don't know what corporate is thinking in any situation. Like Activision, Ubisoft, and etc., etc. All of them are like, well, you buy our game, but we can shut it down because we built the product. Yeah, you built the game, but it is, it's like a license agreement. We buy the game to help you make money to buy another game or to make, to repay. The customers are not the gamers or slash customers, the consumers are not used as piggy banks for your next game. We're not here to basically, oh, you make a repaste copy. I see Activision as or Call of Duty as a repaste game. I mean, tell me the difference between Call of Duty 6 and the World War II. No, what the Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. What's the difference between them? Like, the only thing that's different is probably a little bit of zombies and and the story mode. After all of that, it's a copy and paste of multiplayer. Like, really, the mechanic may be a slight bit different or a slight bit this. That's a simple tweak or change in the code that you can simply just change. You can just redo. But when you go back and you say, what's the difference between Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, you'd be like, there was a fucking bunch of difference. Like, there was so much shit that was so much different. But now, when you see games from AAA games and you see them, you'd be like, what's the difference? There's also a reason why I kind of stopped buying AAA games. There's no point. They're all the same. And everyone's trying to scratch that. Excuse me. Everyone's trying to scratch that itch, you know? From gaming as they used to as kids. Gaming back then was just, you know, you hop on a game, play it, you love it. You play for hours. But nowadays, when you play a game, you don't get the same enjoyment anymore because of life, responsibilities, you know, stress, work, everything. Everything just brings it down, and you don't even want to play games. And you need to find people or find a group to, you know, play with. And you have to go find those people. But when you go do find those people, sometimes they're dicks. Sometimes they're just people that hate for no reason. There's people who, you know, don't really care, or all the above. There's no point, and it's really hard to find people that actually enjoy games for what it is. Like, I have my own little group that I play with. You guys probably hear them time to time, and we enjoy games, but all of us are so busy like all the fucking time, and you know, sometimes we don't play games for like a week or maybe a month, and we just stop playing games because we're all been busy, all been trying to figure out what life is, all of our money going into fucking, you know, food, rent, bills and shit like that. We have no money to actually buy a game and enjoy it for what it is. And since everything has gone up, it's hard to just buy a game because they increased the price to $80 to $100, and we're like, dude, what? That's like a car note or car insurance, which car notes are usually higher than that, but it depends on how much you put down and stuff like that. But that's not the point. The point is like, that's a lot of money for a game that you're just going to be putting in, what, 20, 40 hours, and then gone, disappear from the ether to never be seen again. And like, I recently just bought a game. Just recently, I bought it 3 days ago, and we play. We, when I say we, three of us played it for the entire day, and I really enjoyed it. It was different. I liked the game and stuff like that. Even one of my other friends liked it too. Um, he loved it, and we played all the way to like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we just kept playing. And then of course he had to go to, you know, he had to go to sleep because he had to get up early in the morning. So he hopped off and he said he was gonna hop on again, but you know, life takes its course, busy happens, and things change, and we never see those people again. Like, I have so many people that they say they were gonna hop on and stuff like that, and you just never see them. Not for like a month or a week and stuff like that. And you're like, bro, what happened? They're like, well, life. And I felt that, done that, and gaming just kind of died. For younger audiences, for kids nowadays, or kids that see gaming now, it's all about battle passes and it's different. It's different. I mean, we all had that stage in our lives where we would hop on, especially, you know, the infamous BO2 chats and the shit we said and things we did, just to prove we're like the best, or to show how skilled we are in certain games, which that was ranked, but you know, that was a given. But now, it just seems like all the older people, or people who used to do shit, it's not the same anymore. That's really what I really want to start and want to make, is a community based off of people who want to play games just for what it is, instead of, you know, that's the whole reason why I started this channel. After I posted here and there as a kid, and just to have fun. I still do time to time. But the main reason of this whole channel, this whole thing, was to show what gaming needs to be. Is people just playing the game. There has to be, like, it's not really content is what we're looking for. We're looking for, you know, something we can just hop on and play and enjoy what it is. It doesn't matter what game it needs to be. Just enjoy it. Because you never know. You never know if that game is just gonna die out. Even if the game dies, even if the game just completely vanishes, like my favorite games, there will never be a fifth game. Never. And I've accepted that there will never be a fifth entitled, because there's the game that I really want to see a sequel or a prequel, or, you know, whatever. The people who run it don't know what to do with it, because there's not enough people to justify the cost to produce that game, because the community for the game is so small, and it's only targeted to certain, you know, the niche of people. And I I really want a fifth game. I would love to get the game, because they left us on a cliffhanger. They really did. That's what fucked up. Is there's not an end, because we don't know if he's dead or gone. We know he teleported to somewhere. If you know what this game is, I'm gonna give you hints here and there. But if you know what the game is, you know what the game is. We know he's in Egypt. We know that. There's supposed to be DLCs and stuff to progress to see what the game is, but we don't fucking know, because it got bought out. The IP got bought out, and they don't know what the fuck to do with it. And the fifth game is, I mean, even if they make the fifth game and that's the final game, I'd be happy with them finishing the game. It's fucked up they left us all on a cliffhanger. Fucked up, dude. Even if they left it on the third game, I'd have been fine with the third one. And then they made the fourth one, and that was awesome. I loved the fourth one. It was different, yes, but it was unique. It was its own style, which I give it props. But if they never made the fourth, I'd have been happy with just 3 games. Would have been just happy. But they made a fourth and left us on a cliffhanger, and now it's just like, bruh, are you serious? You're not even gonna finish the story? Which I know some people know who this character is, and I love this game with a passion, especially on the older consoles. And I even bought it on, I even bought it for both of my consoles, for the PS3 and PS2. Um, it just doesn't receive enough people to justify the cost to make another one. which I completely agree, because games nowadays cost so much, because people want so much and everything goes up. You can't make a game with no money, because everything relies off of money. At the end of the day, money is the root of everything. And if someone tells you that money can't buy happiness, oh fucking yes it can. It can buy tons of happiness, dude. It's the adrenaline and the dopamine of everything you buy and you see. Like, dude, I remember when people used to tell me, "Oh, money can't buy happiness," or this and that. But oh yeah, it can. It definitely can. Like, you know how much money it would take to start, building a project that I want to build and I want to start doing. Like, I want to build servers and build networking and did that because I done that in high school. That's what I did. I did I did some networking classes and scripting and building computers, learning softwares and stuff like that is what I did. But as soon as I got out, I tried applying to places. They didn't fucking care. No one cares about the job industry and shit. Like no one gives a shit. And everyone requires unridiculous amount of stuff. Even applying for an intern anywhere, you're like, it's so fucking hard to get somewhere because all the corporate don't want to pay people the amount of money that to be able to sustain. Like $7 an hour is not going to sustain. 7.45 is the minimum that the state requires, or that's state. 7.45 is not even going to make it's not livable. It's not. There's no way in hell you can survive off of 7.45 an hour. There's no god chance. Like the minimum to survive anything to live alone is like $21 an hour to live alone, depending on the state you're in. It's $21 an hour to be able to sustain yourself and actually be able to survive. $21 or $20 an hour is like the minimum to survive. After that, if you have $10 an hour, you better have a friend or someone that you trust to share a lease or half of the bills. Because life is stupid. Sometimes sometimes life is just you don't want to be in it anymore because of what the shit's going on and everything, and it's fucking stupid. I hate all of it. And no one can survive, or a lot of people can't survive by themselves, and a lot of kids nowadays don't really fucking understand that when rent is like $800 plus fucking water bill, electric bill, utilities, and everything, man, dude, you don't make enough to pay all that shit. You have to live with your parents or live with someone. You have to. Unless you fucking do e-commerce or fucking something stupid. I see a lot of people do e-commerce, do Shopify, and do all this other shit, bruh. It's fucking stupid. It it's dumb because everyone gatekeeps. Everyone doesn't want anyone to do anything because they know they can make money off of it. So they charge people ridiculous amount of money for information that doesn't work. So they both go broke. Or actually, only the person who's buy the information goes broke. That's the whole point of what I see. Is when people, oh, do this and take this class and I'll teach you the secret ways of doing something. Be like, no, I'm not gonna pay for information that's not going to work if you're relying on other people that you have to pay money for as well to make money off of other people instead of your so-called $1 million thing, there's a red flag in there somewhere where you're paying for information like $60, $100 for an information, and your $1 million, $100, $100,000 or whatever information. Why are you charging people so much money for information? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I don't think it works. I don't necessarily think none of this works. I think everything about it is a full fucking scam. All of it is. With online shit, it's all scams. In the end of the day, there's nothing in life that's considered free, unless you know, you everything has to be worked for. Everything has to be done for. Everything has to put time, effort, and etc. into um, to basically get something out of it. That's pretty much what this channel is. I mean, I I don't really put a lot of effort in it because it's not really what this channel is about. It's not about to catch attention of people. It's just me being a human fucking person. Really, that's literally what it is. Because I see content, cool, it's content, and you get bored of it. You stop watching it. After a while, like there's a lot of creators I just kind of stop watching after a while because some of it's regurgitated and a lot of it's the same shit. Like, I know a person who's been doing Among Us mods for 7 months, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? This shit's getting boring. It's just Among Us over and over again. What I want to do with this channel is to make a community of people just playing games inside of games or doing, fun shit to progress. Like I used to do in the back in the day, where we would do Need for Speed stuff, and we'd do like hide and seek challenges and different types of challenges and stuff like that to see who would be good at certain things. Kind of like what AR-12 does in Forza, but I want to do it differently. I want to do it for every game, not just racing, but for shooting, for Roblox, for Minecraft, for literally any game you can think of. I want to make a series of games inside of a game or a challenge inside every game that we could play that's multiplayer based. And it'd be really cool. It really would. Because then it changes gaming from completing the game to doing something that you normally wouldn't do. Um, like I used to make car X videos. And I used to do like hide and seek and freeze tag and all this other sharks and minnows and all this other stuff. But I kept playing it day in and day out, and I fucking got bored and tired of the fucking game. Mainly, the main reason for it was because a lot of the people that I was playing with, either some of them were dicks, and I had to get rid of them, and it's also a reason why I had to close the Discord as well, was because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had a lot of people in the CarX Discord that I had, and we were about 100 to 200 members, but there's a lot of fucking drama that was happening because people didn't get along and shit, and people trying to um, do shit, and it was years ago. It was about 4 years ago, and I didn't really care for it. So, moving on to the next topic, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Just kind of been ranting on about life, games, and stuff like that. Um, on top of that, um, I'll go back to games because that's basically what the majority of my mindset is on right now is gaming. Um, I I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I would I I would that's my main goal or my finished goal is to build a community for everyone to play different games and stuff on to just enjoy gaming in general, no matter what game it is. That's my that's my final goal of everything. Um, was to build. What the fuck was that? Um, but it's so hard to keep friends around and stuff. Like I know you guys remember Alex from my BO3 and Phasmo. He's off doing his own thing now. We don't really talk anymore because I think it's because of Brian. Brian's a piece of shit. Fuck him. I will never respect him as a person or anything. Um, I don't care for Brian anymore. Um, apparently he hates me for whatever reason, even though I was the most dedicated person in that community, doing everything I can to support and shit. But he kind of just tossed me to the side because the community failed and I couldn't do more to do anything, even though I was helping out all the time and I was the most active person. Yeah, fuck that dude. I will never join a community with him in it. That's also another reason why I left DOJ too. I left DOJ because Brian was in it. I didn't tell Alex, but I fucking hated Brian after that shit. I'll never respect him. I won't respect people that I spend time and effort building something with someone, and as soon as the community closes, they shut you out completely because they're upset that you didn't do more. It's fucking stupid. It really is stupid. I was gonna do DOJ content, but Brian joined, and I was like, "Fuck this! I don't want to be a part of this anymore." That's the main reason why I left DOJ too, was because I didn't want to be a part of a community where that fucker was in. Um, there's a lot of people I hate. A lot of people I despise and do not wish to be nearby. Um, I wish everything was back to where it was. I mean, I had so much fun 2, 3 years ago with a group of friends. We were called No Limit. Um, it was mainly started because of me and Zilla. Me and Zilla, we started the group, and it was fun. We had like 14 people in it. It was fun, and then he got into a car crash, and after that, he fucking became a wussy ass bitch for whatever fucking reason. And he started getting upset and upset and upset and whatever. And then eventually, he was like, "Oh, let's go play this takeover server or play this server over and over again." And I'm like, "Bro, I don't really want. I don't. The only reason why I'm in the server is because of you." And we play it so often, so much. I hate the people in it. Everyone there fucking dicks. Hate them all. Like, I don't even want to be a part of that community, but the only reason why I'm in it is because you're in it. And after that, after I said that I didn't really want to play the takeover server that he was in, he deleted the Discord with all of our images and shit that we had set up and all the mods and cars and shit that we had posted gone with an instant because he was the Discord creator and no one really wanted him as the Discord uh, creator because the fact that we didn't really trust people with the impulses. I was going to be the person that created it, but he wouldn't give me permissions to be the creator. And after that, he deleted the Discord. Everyone fucking dipped. Gone. Crew was never heard again. And now he blames everything on me because he thinks I was the one that did everything. I was the one that deleted it and shit like that when everyone knows that it wasn't me. But, you know, you got some dummies, wabbit, um, who just follows. He just follows people. Um, he follows Zilla around, and that's pretty much what he does. Um, and everyone's asking me why I don't play more games with anyone. Money's an issue, of course. Money's always a fucking issue with everything. Um, but it's just people to play with, to hop on and play games with people. I know right now you guys see me in a private server is because um, I don't want to ruin it for everyone with me just driving into the dirt and doing doing the driving mechanics as I'm doing right now because that's so fucking stupid. Just saying a delivery van going 100 miles an hour to to deliver packages is fucking stupid. But I'm doing it to grind as well because I had to put 20 hours in to grind. But I mean, if you guys are still watching, or if anyone's watching at this point, um, I appreciate you with everything. I really do. It's just that I may not be a creative person or anything. I'm not very, you know, edit here, edit there, and you know, animation here and etc. Because that costs tons of money to get an editor and stuff like that. And some people can do it without money. Some people can't. And I I I need to hire someone as an editor to edit my videos, but it's either because I don't have the time to edit or anything because I'm always so fucking busy all the time. But I don't have things to make kids and people to pay attention more because everyone relies off of you know, the 30 seconds or the second, you know, attention span that, you know, people nowadays have, um because everyone relies off of like quirky sounds and whatever to make people pay attention, which that's what I've noticed on YouTube after a while. Like, I remember Mr. Beast saying something that he would delete his channel if he surpassed PewDiePie or something. You know that motherfucker was never going to do that. You already fucking knew. As soon as he passed you PewDiePie, he was like, "Yes, I'm making all the fucking money." It's simple marketing. Mr. Beast had no intentions of deleting his channel. That's also why I hate a lot of the people who have hundreds of millions of subscribers, and it just doesn't seem right. None of it seems right. But yeah, that's just one of the arguments that I have with people who claim to do something like something that massive, like deleting your channel at a certain point. That's a huge fucking deal because you know he put all the effort in and stuff like that. But but you know he had no intentions of doing it as soon as he surpassed him. Because at the end of the day, it's all about money. It really is all about that money. Money is what helps creators grow and produce better content and better stuff for the people. And I gotta find stuff to play and do stuff. I'm thinking about starting a horror series, and I'm just gonna start playing random horror games here and there. Mainly due to the fact that I haven't really seen. I've played a lot of horror games as is, but a lot of it's just fucking copy and paste. Like Demonologist, Phasmophobia, and all these others are all the fucking same. And I played so much of it, I got bored of it. I really did. I played it so much. I like, dude, not even a joke. All it takes me is like two or three things to find out what the ghost is, and I find like all like my success rate's like 80%, 70%, 70%. Um, and at that point, I just get bored of it because it's not really a challenge anymore. Even if I play it on harder difficulty, I mean, yeah, it's a challenge, but it's the same shit over and over. It's not a huge difference in what the the gameplay is. That well, that's kind of hypocritical because I'm playing this and I'm just delivering packages to buy a car that's like 3 million or whatever. But I I would really like to see the S7 in my inventory because it's a limited. It's a very limited car, unless it's a licensed car, which I have no idea if it is or isn't gonna be. Um, damn, I'm only at 100 grand. Uh, I have to get to like 3 mil or 2 mil, so I got a long way to go, and I get 100K every hour. So that means 20 hours. Um, but yeah, uh, just me talking and shit, whatever, just showing, you know, my true self or whatever. Just me being me on the internet. Just fuck it kind of deal. I haven't posted or streamed in a while. It's mainly because I've been in this down state. So I'm getting out of it. Don't worry. Just I've been working on physical and mental health at the moment. Um, just getting myself back into shape as well. So I started working out again. I haven't done it in years. Kind of let myself go after a while, and I've been working out this past like few months actually, and I get tired real quick. So I work out for like an hour, 2 hours, and I lay down. And then I eat every other day. So I don't eat every day. I eat every other day, so the way I can save up money as well to pay off pay off stuff. Because some people can't afford to eat every day. So you know the normal struggles of life that people nowadays go through. Oh, I do want to say, if you guys find those burritos, there's a burrito company, um, that I've been buying. Oh my god, it's so good, dude! I've been buying almost a pack, like a full box of them. They're super cheap too. They're like 47 cents a burrito, and they're so the fuck. Sit down. They're so cheap, and they actually fill you up pretty nicely. I don't know if you guys know what the burrito I'm talking about, but they're about 47 cents and they're fucking good. I highly recommend it, especially for people that are looking for struggle meals and stuff like that. That burrito is good. My favorite one is the spicy beef one. The spicy beef one's my favorite. It's got spicy beef and bean in it. Man, it's good. Um, it's a good burrito. Um, but on that note, struggle's real out here. It really is. I mean, I know there's people that are way, way worse than what I am, but I can't really speak for them. I can only speak for myself because I haven't really been too deep in their shoes where I have lost everything. I got close. I got close. And September, this is my last month of being able to produce content for a while. Well, I might be able to stream here and there in September and going forth. Um, Mainly, this is my last month to be like relaxed. I guess you can say. Because if I get this, then I would be able to put money down on stuff and be able to do things that I want to create. I have dreams that I want to make. So this is just me, you know, kind of like a little podcast to make of what's going on, what's happening, and stuff like that. Sorry for the silence. I was just thinking. I'm sorry. I just I gotten hooked up to the game and just enjoying the silence. To be honest, kind of just enjoying what's enjoying the simplistic gameplay that I'm playing. There's only very few Roblox games that I actually play. Like very, very few, and a lot of people who are my friends list can tell you, I play like 4 games on Roblox. Like I actually sit down and play for hours. Uh, Greenville is one of them. Um, Mainly because I like the cars in it. I mean, they may not be the best detailed. They may not be. Did I not get mine? I didn't get my 5 grand. That's okay. But it may not be the most designed game, I guess you can say. But I enjoyed the community a little bit. Some people in the community I kind of fuck with. I wish I can, speak freely in Roblox, but you know how they are with their hashtags. They love their hashtags, bro. Love their hashtags. Man, anything you say or do, it's a hashtag. Hashtag it out. And some words are not even worth censored. Like you can't even say R34. Here, look, watch this. If I try to do R34, oh, you can. You can say R34. I remember I couldn't even say R34 because it was like, what? Like, why would that be hashtagged? I know I'm kind of just speaking to myself. Here, actually, let me move this mic up because I don't really have anywhere to place this. I guess I could place it right here. Um, yeah. I kind of borrowed this webcam too, and I don't. It gets hot over time. That's the reason why I don't use it too much, because at a certain point it starts getting hot or start getting warm, and it kind of flashes red a little bit. I don't know what camera this is. It's a little older, but it gets the job done. But it gets hot, so I don't use it too often and everything. But I do try to use it sometimes because to be able to connect with people, you kind of have to have a face cam or a webcam to connect with the audience. I know there's a lot of people who do faceless YouTubing stuff, but they rely heavily and a lot on other people who have creative minds, or they rely on editing. And they rely on PNG or rely on VTubing or rely on so many different things. And when you got none of that, kind of just have to use your face, to be honest. I originally wanted this to be a faceless channel, but that's not getting anywhere, is it? So I've decided to get out of my comfort zone and start showing my face online time to time, even though only very few people like know me for who I am and not what you guys see. I mean, I'm the same way pretty much in real life. Pretty just chill and relaxed for the most part. For the most part. For the most part. And also, if you guys are wondering why some of the videos or some of the things, it's kind of like an off. If you guys notice that some videos have this like black bar in it, is because my TV is a different aspect ratio than it's required. Because my TV is 1680 by no 1980 by 650 or something like that. And it's not 1080p. So I can't set it to full screen no matter what I do. It won't go full screen at all in some games because it won't. Or my games will go full screen. OBS don't see it as a full screen. I'm like basically only relying off of this TV as my only source of gaming at at a quality. I mean, 60 hertz, it's fine. It gets the job done. I got no complaints. It does what it needs to do. All it needs to do is show me the game. That's all it needs to do. I have an old Dell monitor from like 2000 like 6 that's over here on the side too, which displays my OBS, my music, and Discord or whatever. Cause I like having two monitors or a TV and a monitor, um, so that way I can see what's going on and see what's going on. But might I digress? I guess we can also talk about the topics of like movies as well. Um, I haven't really watched movies or TV shows in a long while, mainly because it's I don't know, especially like horror movies. A lot of it, what I like to call it, movie magic or movie logic, where in some horror movies, some of the dumbest things possible, um, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't really see the purpose of. I guess if you guys knew, you guys if you guys know, you guys know what I'm talking about movie logic, about you know how stupid horror movies can get. Um, Also another thing is a lot of movies that have series that has been abandoned as well. There's a lot of times where movies would just straight up abandon their TV series, or companies will abandon their movies or TV series because it's not, you know, the next big, you know, Supernatural or Squid Games or whatever the newest current, you know, viewing movie or TV series is out there. You created a small audience. You should keep those audience and try to see if you can push it out with a different type, or you know, a continuation or cliffhangers and stuff like that to make people want to watch your movies as well. Because I started a series, I can't remember the series anymore. I started a series only recently that I watched. I was doing a comparison of the old TV series that I used to watch as a kid. Was Watership Down, I think it was called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And man, they changed it so many times. It was nothing like the book or the novel and the previous like TV series or the TV movie. The TV series The animated series changed it, and the Netflix. Oh my god, dude! The Netflix series changed it all the way up, bro. It's not even considered the same anymore because they change it so often. Because I think in one of the parts they had a doe. They had a doe in the ranks, but in the actual book, the whole point, the whole point of the reason why they needed to progress is because they didn't have any does in the first place. Um, they didn't have anyone to build or anyone to make the den that they were building. So they had to go out and they met, you know, these different uh, groups to fight them off and stuff like that to be able to keep their little group. That's like the general idea of what it was going on, but they changed it so fucking much and every let's see that's why I also hate like watching remastered or re-edited because sometimes it was perfect the way it was and then you got companies coming in and changing it and it's like why would you change it? There's no reason to change it. And that's also why I kind of hate movies and stuff is like a lot of times it doesn't make sense. People change it, and people abandon it because it doesn't gain popularity enough. Which I get it. If it doesn't get popular, you know, just stop making it. But that also hurts you in the long run because then you whatever people that you got watching in the first place is now gone, and if you make another movie, they're not going to respect you enough because you did not finish that series. Even if you abandon it, finish it, whatever, finish the series. That's really what most people are asking for is just to finish the fucking series. As long as you finish it, you can abandon it. It's fine. But if you leave everyone on a fucking cliffhanger, I can't respect companies that do that. Cannot respect that for that. I might be wrong on some of this, which I'm sorry if I am, but this is just what I feel on a basis of whenever I watch TV series and movies. It's kind of what I feel. I feel like no one's putting in more effort into anything anymore. Everything is AI generated nowadays. Ever since ChatGPT and some shit got released, I don't know, some ape or whatever, I've been seeing a lot of on my feed is trying to pop up some fucking AI ape or whatever doing some stupid shit. And I'm like, bruh, is this what YouTube is now? Who can spend the most money on different things and AI generation and short attention span people? I think that's pretty much what this is all about. This is what YouTube is now. Is YouTube is all about people having 30-second goldfish memory, I guess you could say. Goldfish attention span. Where it's like TikTok all over again. That's the reason why everything is TikTok based nowadays. Because everyone enjoys the 35 seconds they get for watching something and they can just scroll past to another. That's why shorts do so well. Because it doesn't take long and you can do whatever you want with the shorts. And it's not about, you know, the person, it's about what they do kind of deal. I feel like it's just been changing. I know no one's going to be seeing this, but I just like to get it off of my chest and If people agree, people agree. If people don't agree, that's fine too. Everyone's got their own opinions to different stuff. And with the gaming and movies and everything being, different, everyone's got their own ideals and what they want out of certain things, which is fine. I just feel like it doesn't feel like living anymore, I guess you can say. It's always a struggle for the next day. And when you do want to watch something, it gets abandoned, or you want to play a game, you don't actually own the game, and sometimes you get to think, like, oh, what if, they close it down because they don't have enough player base, or, something stupid happens, and it's like, where's where's the ownership in things? No one owns anything. Everyone stops doing things. Everyone doesn't care enough. Everyone cares about how popular certain things get, or certain things and whatnot. Ooh, excuse me. Um, it just feels out of place. I don't know. It just feels like nothing. There's no enjoyment in anything anymore. Like, everything we do is stupid. I don't know how to put it. You just don't get the same. Sorry, excuse me. Um, Nothing's the same. Like, even I tried rewatching some of the old SpongeBob stuff. After a certain season, it kind of gets bland. After SpongeBob is how many seasons? Like 20 seasons now? I think a little bit more than 20 seasons. I think at a certain season, I kind of just stopped watching. Because I try to watch some of the newer SpongeBob stuff, and it's like, doesn't feel right. I feel like SpongeBob should have been ended a few years ago. Like, it should not be continuing. Even though SpongeBob was like the hit when we were growing up, but it's had its course. It's done its job, done its purpose. Gave us entertainment when you know, not a lot of TV shows did, like iCarly and a few other TV series I can't think of. But if you know, back in the day of like 2004 and 2008, those TV shows I'm talking about. Those one you would rush home to record on your DirecTV or your dish or whatever cast you had, and you would watch it, record it, and then you'll get yelled at for having all your episodes saved on your disc because your mom or your parents, whatever, was trying to record another show. If you know, if you know, you know. And then after that, after watching those shows, sometimes you know you would hop on or play whatever. You'll play a racing game and play with your brother or friend. They come over to your house and play old old Need for Speed and stuff like that, and just enjoy gaming for what it is, like old Tony Hawk games and old games. Damn, I feel kind of feel old for talking about it, even though that's only been like 15 years. It's crazy to see, especially with a lot of people, like all of the shit that we used to do is now gone. If you can believe it, like a lot of TV shows, a lot of shit gone, old, bye, come in with the new, and now it's you know I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people with the same feeling, the not same ideas as I have, because everyone's different, but I don't know. I just felt like talking and sharing out what I believe and what this channel's about, what I'm about, and you know what I'm probably gonna do going forward. I'm not giving up. Um, just I'm just trying to find something. I'm just trying to find something to do, or trying to find people with the same interest. I guess you can say. Just build a large gaming community. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right anymore. I feel like I lost a part of me during those eras. I lost like what life was, and now when you think about it, it's like all those songs that we used to listen as a kid, on the radio and stuff like that. Some of that shit hits. That hits now, since we're all fucking grown up now. Some of that shit fucking hits, and it hits hard, knowing that he was right. All the kids nowadays are like, I want to do this and do that and whatever. It's a cool, cool thought or whatever. But when you hit the real world, or when you hit life and you're on your own, you're fucked. That's just how it is. Government don't give a fuck. Everyone relying off of everyone, and government's not doing anything about it because we're so far in debt because of so much spending that we've been doing. And I don't want to get political in here, because I have my own reasons on certain things, and even if I talk about it, and I've had previous arguments with some people because they were too sheltered to understand what anything is or what everything is, and what what the person is about, because they only read one article, and people don't want to change their thoughts and theories because they don't care enough to know about the other side or understand each other points of views on different things, and see the actual full unedited versions of conversations between both parties. A lot of people only care about one party, and that's split and conquer. Really, what it is in the long end. I feel like we need a reset button, to be honest. Full on reset. Go back. We need to go back to where we could. $100 would give us enough food to last for at least a week or 2 weeks. Nowadays, you're spending about $600 on food alone that barely lasts a month. And all this shit for all these months and shit being changed and etc. I fucking don't care enough. To be honest, I don't even like the fucking Pride Month. I think it's fucking stupid. And the pronoun shit gets on my nerves. Because at work, I like, especially like online and work and etc. Everyone cares about their pronouns and hurting each other's sensitive feelings and shit. And it's like, just be you, okay? Don't fucking push it onto other people. It's fucking stupid. And not to offend people or to do anything, but this is just what my thinking is, because I'm going back to the topic. Is this is just a video about me talking about what I think. I mean, if you got opinion on it, keep it to yourself. Or if you really want to express yourself, you can put it in the comments. But this is just what I think. I mean, I don't really see the point in Pride Month or any most of the months, to be honest. I just don't see the point. I see stupid ass people doing these fucking parades for doing dumb shit, and some of them are even pedos, or some of them are fucking molesters and etc. and all this other shit to hide in to make it seem like we're the bad people when we're not, because we got stupid ass people doing dumb shit. That goes on to like the fandom and shit like that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you know, I'm a furry, I guess you could say, and I have been for a while, but I don't. I see all of these shit that happens in the fandom. I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen, and when it's in public, everyone thinks everyone does it, when actually it's only like the 1% that does that shit, and it's stupid. It's fucking retarded. Like, who the fuck? Like, who the fuck? Like, this goes back to like early like 2020, not 2020, like 2022 and shit, where they're adding like litter boxes and shit like that. I know if you guys know about that shit. That's fucking stupid. What the fuck were you even thinking? And some of the kids get the wrong idea from the image that we portray whenever we're characters or whatever we play as, and they think we're being that animal or whatever, that, you know, that thing where we play as or portray as, and when actually we just kind of do it to hide. We kind of just do it to hide from our personal selves, to, you know, to get out there, to push our limits on, you know, public expression and stuff like that. So we hide behind costumes, or we portray a character to. It's no different from YouTubers, you know, being their own characters and stuff. The only difference is that we play as animals sometimes, you know. It's just, but we are not, you know, actual fucking animals. It's just not what we're about. We portray it because either we have, you know, social anxiety and problems with our own personal lives, or the way we don't, like about ourselves, or we actually, really like this animal and stuff like that and whatever, and we kind of just hide behind a mask. It's pretty much what it is. It's not we fuck animals or do this or do that, and that's only like 1 or 2% of the people that we do not fuck with. Is That's just straight up simple. Like, who the fuck would just straight up just go fucking animals? Like, what? That's morally wrong. Did No, it's dumb as shit. I I can't believe there's people that fucking stupid. Like, I get we got some dumb fuckers running around. We got some dumbass people. But to go as far as doing shit like that? Oh my god, dude. What the fuck, dude? This dude, I almost gave up being in the fandom completely after hearing shit like that. Is I don't even hang out with furry groups at all. Like, a lot of people who see me online or on VR chat, or any game that I'm on, knows that I just hang around with fucking anyone. It's just, I mainly go to car worlds. I'm mostly by myself most of the time, just driving or doing whatever, doing my own shit. And then, of course, you got some of those fuckers who, God, and dude, it pains me, dude. It pains me so much to know that there's people out there that think that is what the fandom is about. I mean, we got some horny motherfuckers. Don't get me wrong. We got like 10% of it's horny as fucking nice bitch. But that's like 10%. That's not even the majority of most of the people that's around. Um, Really, just, I think they're called Therians. I think that's what they call them. I'm not too sure. I don't pay enough attention to those fuckers at all. At all. They should, if they want to play an animal, they can play a fucking animal. Or whatever the fuck. Dude, lock them up. Do whatever. Fucking shit. If you caught me doing that shit, you should probably shoot me immediately. You should probably just kill me. I might be a furry, but I'm not. That's fucking stupid. Using kitty litter and portraying as animals to howl that shit. Like, dude, what the fuck? You're still human. You're still fucking human. You're you cannot deny it. No, I'm a werewolf. All right, well. All right, time to get the silver. Time to get the steaks. You know that fucking dumb shit. I can't. My mind is fucking boggled from how did the fuck did we get to this state? How did we get to this point? What decided? What were they fucking thinking? Honestly, I don't want to know what they're thinking. To be honest, I don't want to fucking know. I, I, I don't care. I do not want to be in the mindset of whatever the fuck they were thinking. Um, let's jump off a topic off of that. I guess I'll go back to Pride Month and whatever shit. I get it. Pride Month is where, we can express ourselves and whatnot and whatever. But some people take it to the fucking from the extreme. And sometimes people don't like that fucking shit. If you wanna do what you wanna do, fine, cool, but don't bring me in it. That's majority of the most people, as long as you don't shove your fantasies or your fucking ideals or your sexuality to fucking shoving it down people's throats, you'll be fine. Just be you. Don't shove it down someone else's face to show that you're this. That's the one reason why I don't go to Pride Months and I don't fuck with people who go to Pride Months. Or some people. There's a few people who I kind of like. They're not, you know, dumb shit people, but I hate those who. God, dude, fucking stupid. To be honest, I fucking hate everything that's going on. I get that, you know, you can be whatever you want to be or whatever your sexuality is, but don't fucking shove it to people's faces, dude. It that shit's fucking annoying and it's stupid. You should not you should not shove your ideals to other people. I get it, we're social creatures, but sometimes I want to punch them in the throat. I guess that's I guess that's the problem a lot of the times is the common sense of, you know, keep your distance, keep your shit to yourselves and shit like that. And then you got people fucking shoving up pride flags into people's faces and be like, look at this, I'm trans. Okay, cool. Now respect my authority or whatever bullshit they want to do or whatever fuck. And they want more respect for, you know, than other people. Like everyone has the same rights. Everyone has the same shit. Women doesn't have more rights than men. Men doesn't have more rights than women. You know, trans people don't have more rights than another person or, you know, different this and whatever, you know, etc., etc. The reason why people think that is because they're the ones that feel like they need to project themselves to make them seem like they have power over other people. And when in reality, everyone is the fucking same. No one is better than another. Everyone's the same. It's all about what you do with the knowledge or what, you know, you do as a person. You may have more money than other people. You may not have more money. You may have more talent than another person. You may have this and whatever. But at the end of the day, everyone's human. At the end of the day, everyone has their own beliefs. Everyone has their own religion. Everyone has their own, you know, what they want to be. Everyone has their own, you know, sexuality. Everyone has their own shit. No need to fucking throw it out to the public and make it worse than what it needs to be. See, I'm fine with trans people. I'm fine with you know, with women. I'm fine with anyone. I'm fine with it as long as you don't fucking shove it into people's faces. As soon as you shove that shit down someone's throat, we're done. I will never talk to you ever again. That goes same thing with pronouns. I mean, I would say straight up fuck the pronouns. Like, what the fuck is the point of pronouns? What's the point? What's just because you feel good about a simple change? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why do we need to change the way we've been using the terminology when we've been doing it for fucking years? If you're a man, you're a man. If you're a woman, you're a woman. Simple. Simple as that. There can only be two species. There can only be two. There can only be two. It's that goes straight up with biology and evolution and the way, you know, how the world works. There only is two genders. There can there can only be two genders. That's that's how life is. But if they want to feel like they're an attack they want to feel like they're an attack helicopter or a goldfish or a piece of toaster, go for it. As long as you don't shove it in people's faces. You may joke about it. You can joke about it with friends and family or whatever. But if you keep doing it, fuck that nonsense, bro. Fuck that nonsense. I see why a lot of people like me for the way I am, because I don't shove it in people's faces and shit. I just keep it to myself. There's no point into showing the world of who you are, what you've done, what you need to be, and etc. There's no point. You be you, keep it to yourself. There it is, simple as that, and everyone will like you better. But um, it's, it's, it's dumb. At the end of the day, like I said, this is more of a rant video, and I know no one's gonna be able to see this. I know there's no one that's gonna be watching this and whatever, which I'm fine with. I mean, as long as I upload this video, I can come back and see if my ideas change over the years. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's probably not gonna change for a long while. And my ideals not gonna change for a long while, unless something changes or something does something or someone changes something or whatever happens. My ideals are gonna be the same as it always been. And sometimes I can't talk about this with a lot of people because most of my friends either A, don't care, which I'm fine with. If they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to talk about it. That's cool. But I also do want to talk it with someone to see if I'm in the wrong. Like, am I wrong to think that Pride Month is just something for you know, the LGBTQ community to fucking show that they exist or something, or to prove that they have rights or whatever? Like, am I wrong? Like, most of it is just, it's dumb shit. It really is. It's dumb shit. And I'm fine with it being gone. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for it. But you know what? Fuck it. We have too many people who use Pride Month as an excuse to act fucking stupid. And at that point, should just cancel it. I mean, we can have our own little Pride Month without the world knowing. That's cool. We can have our own little shit, do what, we do by ourselves and not use everyone as a fucking excuse to have our 5 seconds of fame in the fucking internet, just from the internet, and be like, hey, look, I did this to a person and this and that and whatever. And I see a lot of videos and a lot of people um, painting things, painting sidewalks pride, rainbow color and cups rainbow color and shit. That shit gets on my nerves. It really does. There's no point. Like, why does this need to be here? Why? What's the purpose of this? There's no point. It's just to show that, hey, we exist. Hey, you better respect us. Hey, look at this. I'm better than you, or whatever. Or give me. It's like Karens all over again. The only months we should have are the holidays. Simple. That's the only thing we should have is holidays. That's it. We don't need Black History Month. We don't need Native American Month. We don't need this, that, whatever, all these. We don't need it. Because I get it. Black History Month is cool and all that. But is white culture not a culture? Like, is Vikings not a culture? Is the Roman Empire not a culture? Is, the Greek mythology and this not a culture? Are we specifically saying that Black History Month is the only culture that exists? Because if so, then we need to add every other race to the month. And we need to add white, Asian, um, Egyptian. We need to add all of it every month. Every month is a race. Why just Black History Month? Black History Month should not be the only one to get a month. So that goes back. Why does it exist? Why does it exist? Is it just to show that we still segregate whites and blacks because of the way our cultures integrated? School, this goes to schools too. Schools get history wrong all the time because schools only talk about um history from 1776 and 74 with the declaration of, you know independence of the American from the British and etc. from 70 74, but they don't talk about. Sometimes they talk about world history, sometimes, but sometimes they don't talk about all of world history. Sometimes they only pick and choose what they want to talk about, and it gets the kids' idea wrong about what actually happened, like slavery and stuff like that happened. Blacks are not the first slavery. It was not. Blacks were sold by their own people to make good benefit for their own selves. The word slavery was basically invented because of the poor. The poor was used as servants for the rich to make the rich more rich. Pretty much what we are right now. We're all consumers at the end of the day. We all buy from the rich, unless we rich ourselves. We're all slaves at the end of the day. We slave away for corporation to make what little bits of money that we can get to just pay for a product to give them money back or whatever money they make back, and that's pretty much what it is. If you think about it, if you really think about it, the money that you make, you spend it on more products. Okay? So where does that money go to the product that you spent? Back to the corporation. And who owns most of the corporation? Bigger companies who buy out these smaller companies. At the end of the day, everything is recycled. Everything gets recycled. There's no owning anything. Going back to gaming, you own none of your games. There's not a single game you own. After PS4, you own nothing. You own no game. Because PS4, when you buy a disc, you don't own the game. You own a key that's in the game. So you buy that little disc, and that little disc has a key in it that's burned into the disc, and when you load it up, the little disc loads it up, and the disc reader reads it and goes to the Play Store and saying, "Hey, we have a key for this game. Can you download it?" That is the whole purpose of a disc. And they can cancel that disc anytime they want. They can end your services because all the games are digital. You own no game. That's why I still love the PS3 stage. The PS3 was the best console in my opinion. Not the best console ever, but the best console of this day and age. Because you owned all your games. It was free online. You can increase the storage when you want. You can do the same with PS4. But yeah, free online. You owned all your games. All the store. You can have so many games downloaded. You can do pretty much what you wanted. It's not the same. It's not the same. No one owns anything. Everything is regurgitated. Everything is the same. That's the whole point of why I kind of wanted to make this video, is to me just be me talk, I guess. And I mean, if you guys have any ideas or what your thoughts on what life, of other topics and stuff like that, you guys can, drop it down in the text. And I know this video will get suppressed by YouTube. I know. I know no one's gonna be watching this. No one's gonna be seeing this, and etc. It's kind of why I kind of like talking, because I know no one's gonna be able to see it, except for like the few who do who do watch, who do want to watch, and you know and stuff. But damn, I've been ranting for 2 hours. It's crazy. But I mean, am I wrong? I mean, I feel like in some cases I'm wrong, in some cases I'm not wrong. I just need, I guess I need someone else's opinion about it, or other people's opinion. That's kind of why I kind of really wanted to post this as well, is because if I go to Twitter, it's all fucking stupid. I don't want to post this on Twitter or Facebook or anything. I feel like YouTube is like the only place I can really just let loose and be myself. But I feel like, am I wrong to think that we're all slaves to corporates? Like Pride Month and History Month and gaming, life. Am I wrong? Or do other people feel different or indifferent about it? I don't know. It's just kind of me thinking about why, why. What's the point? I see why a lot of people kill themselves. Is a lot of people have nowhere to go. No one understands anything. Everyone kind of pushes them to the side. Life is unbearable because it's all, you know, reliant of money. Everything everything is expensive. Nothing's based off of trust or loyalty. Everything is based off of how much money can you put down. Pretty much what I feel like. I feel like I just want to hang out with people who just simply just want to fucking play. Ignore work, ignore life, family, you know. When you stay up 4 o'clock in the morning playing Minecraft with your friends, and you got school like in the morning. I've done that many and many times. I've done a lot of stuff. I have. But I don't know. I just need guidance, really, on what I should do. Because I kind of feel lost. Because when I stream, sometimes when I stream, I feel lost and I don't know what to do or say. But I do appreciate for anyone, for any, I'm a, hang on, let me pause this real quick. Um, I do appreciate for anyone, whoever they may be, for sticking around this far, especially for 2 hours. Like, I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Um, you have no idea how it makes me feel to know that someone has watched this far. Just anyone. No matter if it was a friend, family, a random person. Just know that someone out there has heard, you know, my ideas of what they think, and maybe they can share their own ideas and their thoughts on what the world is like. Maybe someone that we can, you know, speak and share ideas or what they think and stuff like that would be cool. But yeah, I'm just I know you guys are seeing me playing this Roblox. I'm so for those who skip ahead or whatever, I'm playing Greenville on Roblox because there's a new car coming out called the Saline S7LM that's coming out, and I really really want that car. And I'm already going to tell you that's probably going to be 2 million for it, and I don't got that kind of money to throw. So I'm working on grinding 20 hours. 20 hours for the money. Um, yeah. I mean, if you guys want to talk and, you know, if you guys are going through a bad day or, you know, a bad month, a bad year, you're always free to talk in the chat and stuff like that. Because I feel you. I've been through some things, and sometimes it's good to get something off your chest, you know, to have someone know you're in pain or you've done something, to know that someone out there cares enough. You know, just something. You know, it could be anything. All right. Let me pause this. I'm gonna come back because I'm out of tea and I'm getting thirsty. All right. I'll see you guys in a second. Give me 1 second. All right, we are back. So I went ahead and make some burritos as well to snack on. I'm gonna pause if I take a bite and stuff to not, you know, make you hungry and stuff. 'Cause it's kind of rude. If I eat in front of you, um, yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about. I'm also gonna move the subject a little bit over into the tech side as well, with NVIDIA and PC performance and stuff like that, because I know quite a bit. Um, the 50 series card is absolute trash. What the fuck are people thinking on buying the 50 series cards? You know it's not. You know it's not powerful than the 4090. You know that, right? People know this. Do they? The 5090 is nowhere near close to being even as powerful as the 4090. Not by a large margin. Because the 4090 doesn't really use AI to make the numbers. 50 series cards uses AI to make the numbers. And it basically just forges its own image, and it's not true frames that it's producing. It's generated. And it's like bro, you're buying the 50 series card because it has AI in it. That's literally it. If you want a powerful card that will get you, that will actually produce good frame rate and good frames and stuff like that, I'm gonna be honest, I've been having this 3060 for 3 years now. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't had a single problem with it. I'm able to play pretty much everything and anything at high graphics with no issues. High, high, even with ray tracing. Some of the ray tracing, I could play at medium to high, just fine. I've had no issues with this 3060, and I paid $100 for this thing. Like, dude, I made a good investment. This card has been nothing but good to me. Why would I switch? The only time I will either switch is when it dies finally, or is when I actually think it's an actual jump in performance. Because originally I was on the 1660 Super before I jumped to a 3060, which that's a high jump. I started my first graphics card to I ever had was a GT 610. Was my first graphics card that I've ever had was a GT 610. Then I moved over to a GT 730. That was my first bought graphics card that I had, that I paid money to upgrade. Then I jumped from a 730 to a 950, a GTX 950. After a GTX 950, I jumped to a 1660 Super. And then after a 1660 Super, I jumped to a 30 series, 3060. And I've I've had no problems with this card. And I gave away my GT 730, my first ever graphics card I paid for. My first card, I gave it away because he needed a computer. His daughter was going to school finally, and everything's going to be online, and she needed a computer, and I built her one. I mean, it's not the best top of the line computer of all time. It was an i5 fourth gen, with a GT 730 and 32 gigs of DDR3 RAM, which is pretty good, pretty good. I gave it for free, so it's not gaming worthy, high performance or whatever. They only needed it to browse the internet, which is pretty good. I didn't want to leave them with shitty equipment. I mean, I could have gave them my 950, but my 950 is my only backup that I have if my 3060 dies. That's why I kept the 950, is because I actually have performance with it instead of my GC 730, which I can't play shit with the GC series card. Dude, I would play like fucking oh, there's a coop. Oh, that's cool. Um, the only games I would play is probably like RuneScape, um, CS:GO, and some like old Flash games and stuff like that. That's pretty much all I can play. Really, that's literally all it would be. Um, and yeah, I gave that card away. Oh, I'm about to give me 1 second. All right. We are back. Yeah. I just don't see a point of upgrading. I really don't. I love this 3060. If I would build a second computer, I'm probably just going to get another 30 series card, to be honest. It's either that or I'm going to get a 4060 in my second build. And then I'm just going to run games off of my 30 series card because there's no point. I love this card. This card has nothing but been good to me. And I probably won't upgrade for a long while. Not unless there's a good enough jump. Because the 40 and 30 series, it's not a big enough jump. It really isn't. I mean, we're talking about 10%, 20%. And that's not high enough jump for me. It has to be more than 50% for me to jump. I mean, the 1660 and the let me finish this delivery real quick, and let me look at the jump difference between the 1660 and 3060, because that's 2 generations. I've jumped like a generation each time. Let me go ahead and finish the delivery, and I'll look at the generation. Let me look and see. $30 to 50% jump from the 1660. $50 to 30% jump. Give me 1 second. All right. I had to take a break for a minute. My thoughts were kind of going into a bad place. I don't want to be there anymore. Uh, let's talk about something else. I guess I could talk about Roblox. Oh, actually, I'll talk about Roblox a little bit. But yeah, um, I played Greenville ages ago, and I enjoyed it. But at that time, I wasn't really into Roblox, I guess you could say, because I hopped in at like 2015, 2014, near that time when I first got my my like third computer, where I had my own computer. I started playing Roblox, And I played Greenville then, but I thought making money was way too hard, so I gave up on the game entirely and stopped playing it because I would grind money for like hours and I wouldn't get anywhere. I remember where it was just there was none of these buildings were here. I remember it was just a straight line or a straight like when you come off the dealership, like all of it was like basically all empty, and then they did a map remake, and yeah, all of this was like nothing. All of this was nothing, and then they made a remap, and it was pretty cool. I really think they should increase the map again or change the map a little bit or add more. Because once you drive everywhere, it kind of gets boring. And but yeah, I really want that saline. That saline is gonna be awesome, dude. Unless they do it correctly, because God knows, dude, they fucked up on a lot of cars in here. They completely mess up on like some of the cars that are actually faster than what they portray, and with what they are actually are in here. Because some cars only top out a certain top speed, when actually they can go a lot faster. And some creators don't understand the actual speed of certain cars, which I get. I mean, they're not gonna be perfect or whatever, but I really wish they would actually sit down and look at the acceleration, top speed of a car, and look or change it a little bit. But it is what it is. See, the problem with Greenville nowadays, it's all about speed. How fast is your car? How fast can your car go? That's that's the problem with Greenville now. It's all about speed. It's not about limiteds or this or that. Every time I go to a public, it's always people in the most expensive car going fast as they can back and forth. And I'm like, dude, really? And it really sucks the game out because you got those people who just troll with those cars they ram into. I mean, you can turn it off, collisions is what I do, but you get them and you get police, and purposely they purposely target police to get them to chase them so they can drive like fucking douchebags, um, driving off road and stuff like that. And be like, yeah, you can drive off road, but like generally that car is not meant to go off road. You know what I mean? I'm probably gonna get to 400,000, and I'm probably gonna take a break, and um, so I got like another hour. But um, but Greenville, it like they need to add more limiteds and time sales. I know some cars that I have are not considered limiteds; they're off sale, which I don't know what's considered limited and off sale. Like, what's the difference? Because if off sale, if off sale is cars that were sent to public that you can buy, but got taken off of the auction, but limiteds are based off of how many cars are sold, or how many are the time frame. Because if they're both off sale vehicles, then aren't they just off sale vehicles because they're both not sold anymore? And they got rid of one of my other cars that I hopped in. I had the Mustang with the manual transmission, the old Mustang, and they got rid of it for some reason. Um, I don't know why they got rid of it. Um, I want to get a Jaguar, but I don't really want a Jaguar because I'm not too big fan of the Jaguars that they put in except for the expensive one, which is $700,000. And I'm really trying to save up for the Saline because I think the Saline is better than the Jag. Um, in my opinion, I think it's better. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's much faster than the Saline will be. Because Saline was dummy fast. I think it's like 220. I think, and 218. I think that's what they got it at. I may be higher than that. I don't know. But the Saline is a good looking car. That that was like one of my favorite cars in like Midnight Club. I call it the Celine. I think that's what it is, Celine, and then there's Saline. Some people call it. I think I used to call it as Saline with an A instead of Celine with an E. I don't know. I just think it was. I think it's a good car. Um, Range Rover, Land Rover. Hmm. I'm not a big fan of those. They're trash cars in general. Um, they're expensive, yes. They look nice, yes. But they have so many fucking problems. So many. Like, dude, oh my god. If you owned one, you would know how many times you have to put that thing to the ringer just to be able to keep it working all the time. It's basically an overpriced Ford, is basically what it is. It's kind of like what GMC did with Pontiac. Some of the Pontiacs were a little up and above. I don't know. My thoughts just ran out. I don't know what to talk about. Um, I might do some. If you guys are wondering if if I should do reaction videos with on podcasts like Distractable, because I enjoy Distractable. Most of their videos, I enjoy it. I might honestly just listen to Distractable and get them out there. I love the way they do things. It's a nice concept. It really is. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on everything. I mean, if you guys got any questions and stuff like that, if you guys want to place in the comments, let me know. I mean, that's if anyone watches this. I'm fine with it, not, but I'm glad I'm able to make a video and talk about it. Um, because this shit's getting out of hand. It really is. Um, man, just thinking about it kind of pisses me off a little bit on some of the shit that my community has done, or not my community, but people in it, and the drama and shit. Like, I can't believe some of that shit happened. I can't believe that. That's wild to me. That is wild. Like, I don't know what the fuck people are thinking when I don't. I'm just gonna drop it. I'm just gonna drop it. Um, but yeah, if you guys think the same things that I do are generally the same things I do, I think something's going on, to be honest. Because it all feels different. Everything feels off. Like, when you're playing, I mean, you grow up, but you also hate everything. And a lot of people hate literally anything and everything. And people become sensitive and etc. And shit. And sometimes I just don't understand. I want to make some car videos as well to talk about some cool features on cars and etc. Because I know quite a bit about cars, but it just I haven't found people or people that want to talk about cars with me. You know, share it with me. That's why I joined a car community, but it's all about RP nowadays. It's all about RP. It's not about the cars themselves. It's I started a car like server that like literally any car you can think of, it was in there. That's how many cars we had. We had like over 3,000 cars to choose from. I mean, some of them were bad models. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but it but it was in the game. Nowadays, it's all about RP. It really is all about RP. And don't get me started on like relationship stuff with in the fandom and stuff like that. It's so stupid. Like if you try to get into a relationship and shit, you expect someone to always dump you or ghost you for no reason. And sometimes you put in a lot of work and effort into someone, like actually talk to them and get to know them and stuff. And sometimes they just straight up just leave you. And it annoys the shit out of me too. Because everyone wants, you know, everyone wants pleasure. And everyone only cares about, you know, how good they make them feel instead of, you know, the person. I don't know. I don't know how they think or what they're thinking. Like I tried putting effort into like a few people, and I talked to them for like weeks, and I mean they'll respond, but it just doesn't feel like they're wanting to put in effort either. Like they don't simply care enough. So I just stopped putting effort in, and they're wondering why I don't speak to them anymore. Oh, it's because I got ADHD and I got the. Oh my god! Don't get me started on people who use mental illnesses as a fucking joke. I get so many people who get into arguments and be like, "Well, I got ADHD and have a mental disorder and all this other shit." Bitch, everyone's got a problem. Everyone has a mental disorder. Everyone. No one's perfect. No human's perfect. Everyone's got their issues. Do not use mental illnesses and disabilities as a fucking crutch. I fucking hate that. It's one of my pet peeves. Like, my biggest one, actually. As people who use ADHD as a fucking joke. I fucking hate that. I I I um friended someone who who put in their bio like I have ADHD, so don't hate me when I say some stupid shit. No, you just said some just stupid shit because you can. You have no self control over what the fuck you said. That shit gets on my nerves. People use illnesses to fucking use it as a way to hide themselves and be like, oh, don't hate me because I have this and that. So I'm gonna say what I want to, and you can't hate me because I have this. Fuck you. I hate you anyways, and I don't care if you have ADHD because I had ADHD, and it's not something to just use and joke around with. Some people actually want to get over ADHD, not really like to keep it around. Some people just hate it, to be honest, because it's fucking stupid. Because sometimes you be thinking of something, you walk in to go do something, and then it's gone. You'll never think about it until the end of the day. And sometimes it's hard to work with, too. So if you have a job or something and they tell you to do something, but then you get ordered to do like three other things, and then you try to juggle them all, but then you forget one of them, and then the person gets mad because you forgot it. Yeah, it's stupid. Like I said, everyone gets mad over everything because they're not thinking about the people. Like especially with my previous job that I was with, um, our store manager was fucking stupid. Like honestly, she's a fuckwit. I'm glad she got terminated. She she basically terminates people if they don't show up within an hour of not showing up. Even though if you message them or call them an hour after your shift to let them know what was going on because you can't have access to the phone during that time period, she terminates you within the same day. Within the same day before it turns to the next day, you're terminated. You don't even get the fucking chance to show paperwork. Not even a chance. As soon as the same day you don't show up, boom, terminate, gone, lose it. And she doesn't do rehires either. She says, "Oh, I don't do rehires," but the company policy shows that they can do rehires. She's a fucking douche. Just because you're a store manager and you think you know what's best, that's why you ran the fucking store to the ground. That's why I got uprooted, you fucking bitch. I hate people are like that. They think they have power in the world and just terminate people because they didn't show up or whatever. Like, dude, what? That's also what I fucking hate. Is people not giving enough not there's no loyalty or trust in people. Everyone's a fucking slave. Everyone's just another person. Oh, I can replace you. Oh, I can replace you. Oh, I can replace you. But once you do it enough times and you have no one to replace the people that you fired, that's why the store got shut down. Because there was no one to take over certain spots. No one. And you kind of did it yourself. And I fucking hate that. I lost my job for a person that didn't want to put loyalty and trust in their workers. And it's fucking stupid. It's dumb as shit. Because I'd at least given them 2 days. At least 2 days to, like, I give them one day as like, okay, you didn't, or if they didn't show up the first day, I'd be like, okay, they didn't show up, okay, I'll wait till tomorrow to see if they answer or call back and see, what happened and stuff like that. Because some people are not going to answer the same day or call in while they're sick or dying on the same day. Like, what? No, like, if you're sick and you're in the hospital and you're told to stay a few days and you can't call in, you you're fucked because then you're gonna get terminated the next day, and you can't show papers because you're terminated, and they won't hire you back. And it's dumb. Like what are companies thinking? What makes humans are just replacements. That's all companies see as people, a replacement. Oh, I can throw like $10 at someone. They can replace your job for you. We don't need you anymore. Even though you're one of the best workers they have, they don't give a fuck. You take one day off and you worked there for 6 months, 8 months, almost a year, and you haven't skipped a day and you worked overtime and you take one day off and you get fired. Yeah, fuck that. What kind of fucking what why does that happen? Why do why does the harder workers get punished for shit that they have no control over? It's dumb. It's fucking dumb. I don't understand it. I loved working there. I did. I loved working there. People were nice. Job was easy to do. I loved it, and I want to work there again, but that store no longer exists because she ran it to the fucking ground, and it's fucking stupid. It really is. I hate jobs that do that. They don't put enough trust in their workers to see what's going on. They're not willing to talk with the people themselves. Oh, you didn't show up today? Okay, you're fired immediate. I know there's a regulation with no call no show, but 2 days max. Not the same minute, not the same hour of you not showing up. It's fucking stupid. And you can't even show papers to show that you were like the reason why you were absent. You can't, because you go up there, they're like, okay, well, you're already terminated and all your files have been sent. So yeah, good luck, dude. Then what the fuck is the point? You should have a spouse or someone to call in for you. What if you don't have anyone, huh? Huh? What's the whole point of we're flexible? That's not in your description, is it? That's why it's fucking stupid. It's dumb. Dumb as fuck. If you got a job, keep it. I'm just chillaxing and talking. Thank you for everyone who is sitting here and still listening or doing what you do best. If you want to, you can like leave this playing in the background, listening like a podcast, something to think or something. I just want to get this stuff off of my chest because it's been hurting me for a while, like the shit that I've been through and etc. And especially with high blood pressure. I almost made it to stage 3. I didn't even notice. I didn't care enough. And then I went to the doctors and they were like, "Oh, you're on stage 2. You're about to be on stage 3." I'm like, "What does that mean?" Well, you're like, you have really high blood pressure. They're like, "Okay." So they're like, "You could die." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know." I did not know. That's why I'm taking more precautions on my health and staying away from different shit. Because it's nothing but being stressed out all the time. Every day, every hour, every minute. No matter what I do. Stressed out by drama. Or some random shit going on. So I just decided to take a break. Take a break from everything. And my blood pressure has gone down to stage 1 since my week that I took a break from. So I think it's working. I'm stage 1 now, so it's not too bad. But I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know it was that bad, to be honest. I told a few people about it, but I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? I'm just a person on the internet, really. I mean, I might be, a real person who's willing to, you know, talk with you guys and stuff like that. I know some people do it, but I don't see enough people actually talking about their problems. I mean, I know a lot of people will be like, I don't want to care about your problems, just give me content. Some people are like that, which I don't really want those people near me or around me because they're not true people. They're not, you know, not having a conversation, I guess you can say. But yeah, I'm just being real. I'm just talking whatever what's going on, what's happening, and stuff of what's going on. You may hate me, you may like me, you might despise me or whatever. I'm just being honest, being real. This is what I feel. This is what I'm thinking about right now. I may not be the most creative person. I may not, have edits here and there. I may not have, um, you know, I may not be the most entertaining person, but I'm a real person. I don't try to hide. I don't try to hide anything. I wouldn't say hide anything. There's some things I do hide, but that's because you guys do not need to know. Like, some of the shit that you guys don't need to know. And it's simple as that. It's not me trying to say who I am or whatever. It's just simply, you simply just do not need to know. You'll find out if you find out. You find out, you know who I am, go for it. Who I am. But I kind of give up on a lot of stuff because I don't know. Just me being me, I guess. I don't have anyone else to talk to, so talking to you guys or whoever you might be talking to you. Because you may go to the same thing, you may have some thought, you may have some stuff going on. And I'll say this, if you got some shit going on, you can get through it. I know you can. If I can go through it, you can go through it. We're all in this one planet together. We're all on this one rock. And we don't need to hate everyone for whatever reason. The only people we need to hate are the people who absolutely are fucking need to be hated. people who are egotistical, or people who don't want to fucking admit, or people who just think they're always right, and some people who believe that they are better than others, and people who want to use others as a stepping stone to make them better and stuff like that. I simply just want old YouTube back. It's pretty much what I want. That's why I don't do fancy editing or fancy shit and whatever, whatnot. And I just simple. I the reason why I subscribe to people are people who are real. Like people who sometimes share their feelings on subjects and um what's going on and stuff like that. People IRL stuff, IRL shit. People I follow a lot. Um, I don't really follow much gaming now because everyone who does gaming kind of has a character they like to play. I've noticed. They're not the same person as they are, outside of it. Because I met a few YouTubers who I admired at a time, and I met them in real life, and they're not the same as they are in games. And that kind of what pushed me away from some YouTubers and some YouTubers that it's all characters at the end of the day. That's what makes content content. They put on a persona. I may have a persona, but I just want to be me. This is just what I am. I mean, you may have a problem with it, you may not like it, but you got nothing to do to change me, and I got nothing to do to change you. So we'll keep it mutual, where we can talk about our lives, but we can't change who the other person is. If you hate, furries or whatever, you can hate them. But I'll tell you now, it's not all of us. It's only the 1% you hate. I promise you, it's only the 1%. Most of us are pretty chill. Most of us just don't care. And I see a lot of TikToks and stuff where people will make alt accounts and join bars, and you see these furry people, furry others, you know, drama at bars and shit. That's like the 1%. Like most of us are not even like that. Most of us, the good furries that you want to hang out with, you'll never find. You'll never see us out in the open. That's just being real. The only times you'll ever find us is either in our little huts that we like to play in, so like our selected games that we like to play, or we like to play in private sessions or friends only, or we play in a group public or age restricted. That's the only times you'll find the good furries you want to play with, the fun ones, as I call them, the fun ones that are chill and fun to play with. I don't play publics very often, and when I do, it's usually with friends. And sometimes we don't stay very long. We stay like maybe an hour, and that's pushing it. If it's a fun game and a fun lobby, sometimes we stay. But if some fucker, some kid hopping on, talking about he owns this, that, whatever, and hating on everyone because he's a child and because he's finally got a quest and thinking he's better than everyone, then we're gone. Yeah, fuck that. We're not staying. And especially, it's pretty much the same with the car community too, is what I've noticed. Some people who play racing games only came to fucking brag about what they have. I have a Camaro ZR1 or Z01, and yeah, it's got this, that, whatever, cool, but I mean, it's a cool car, but you don't have to brag it to us. They'll talk nonstop about their car, or some people even lie about what they drive and stuff like that. this goes into another topic entirely. That's nothing to do with it. This is just what I've seen. But the fun people are you'll never find in public most of the time. I only join age restricted groups or yeah, age restricted stuff. Ever since that update, I don't trust no one without that thing. And well, because I have had problems with people dating a lot of people in my friend group and lying about their age 3 to 4 times, and I have no idea what age they are, and I kind of just stop all contact with them. They still message me and they join me time to time, but I will never talk to that person. I won't talk to that person. They'd lied too many times for me to trust them. And they finally have VR Chat Plus, and they don't want to get age verified because because they said they don't trust them, even though the company the company that runs VR Chat 18 Plus is the same one from Roblox, Call of Duty, and a bunch of other gaming companies. Like what? And you get verified with them, but you won't get verified with VR Chat? It's crazy. And I just won't trust them. There's no point in for me to trust what they say if they're not willing to go through a single hoop. And that's what scares me. They said like they dated someone that was 16, then dated another person that was 21. Or he said he was 16 at first, because he was dating someone who was 16. Then he changed his age to 18. He was dating someone, another person that was 21, and then he changed his age to 19, on the same day. Yeah, no, fuck that, fuck that. I'm honestly thinking about removing him completely. Um, the only reason why I haven't removed him is because I have friends who are friends with him, and he likes to talk. When I say talk, you know what I mean. They like to spit. Uh, they like to spit some shit that's not true. And if I delete them, um, I I I can't trust it. I can't. I mean, there may be a few ways around the 18 plus stuff, but I like even if they're underaged, if they're underaged, and if I find out they're underage and they lied about their age with the 18 plus chat thing, I'm ceasing all contact immediately. You'll never see me again. I do not talk to people. Or I try not to talk to people under my age group. But when it comes to VR chat, it's really hard to do. It really is. It's really hard to figure out who's of age and who isn't, and um, you know, all this other shit. So I try not to talk to too many people. I mean, as friends, I'm fine with being friends with people underage. I'm fine with it, but I will not have conversations or talk about certain subjects around them. It's fucking dumb as shit. What the fuck are people? That that goes on to my other topic is like, why the fuck are YouTubers talking to younger audiences? and talking about these fucked up shit. Why? You just ruined your entire career over a child. Why? Why do people do this? What makes them go in their mind to be like, oh yeah, I can get away with this? Dude, all it takes is one person to say something and you're fucked. Dude, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth it. Like, dude, if someone came to me and say, hey, this young, whatever person is pretty fine, I'm gonna talk to them and say this and that. Dude, you're off of my friends list immediately. As soon as I hear some shit like that, even in my Discord server, you're gone. Fuck that. No, dude, you're out of here. I take that shit very seriously. That shit gets on my nerves. I've blocked people and removed people off my friends for even pettier things. Um, like someone was just joking that they were having an affair with a younger child, or with a 14-year-old, and he was like 22. Yeah, nah, he's fucking gone. Yeah, instant. Dude, fuck that. He was joking. Nah, I took that. Yeah, like, dude, why would you joke about that? That's not something you should just joke about. There's some things that some people can joke about, like, I mean, some of it is kind of funny, whatever, whatever. But when it comes to shit like that, it's not. It's not. I can take a joke, but some of the shit that he was saying, yeah, fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, no. Yeah. And I don't know. Dude, I can't fathom how many stupid people they're willing to risk their careers to talk to a 14-year-old or a younger audience. That's why I keep this channel 18 plus, or you know, I don't. It's not this channel is not kid friendly at all. It will never be. This channel will never be kid friendly because some of the shit that I would be saying, I just don't tolerate it. I mean, kids may watch it because YouTube algorithm or whatever, but I will never. Like, I have so many friend requests on Discord, and a lot of them are like new accounts that just created. If it's not more than 10 years old, then I'm not friending it. Or not 10-year old. Anything that's more than 9 or 7 years old, cuz I know during that time, because Discord wasn't really known back then, 7 to 8 years. Um I can kind of trust, but even still, I have to literally watch what they're saying. If they're saying some shit that makes no sense, like the time and era that we kind of grew up with, like in the early 2000s and stuff, that don't make sense, that they never seen before, or something that they have no clue what it's about, yeah, gone. I rarely friend people, and if I do friend people, it's usually either um business related, or it's friend of a friend kind of deal. It's fucking stupid. I don't know. I don't know. It's all stupid at the end of the day. I can't believe there's people like that. Like, I grew up watching some of like the best YouTubers of time in 2015, and to hear what they've been through and what they like, where they are now, like fucking popular MMOs, fucking that fucking bitch, That fucking whore. She used him, and I'll never forgive her. We all told him. We all told him. Fuck that hoe. She does not to be. She doesn't need to be near you at all. She doesn't even need to be able to look at you. She's a fucking gold digger is what she is. I'm not gonna say any names, but you know who the person is. I wish. Yeah, she's a fucking bitch. Lying and shit. I'm a material girl, and everyone will listen to a woman over a fucking person who's been genuine to another woman for how many years? And had no problem, but yet the first week, first month of them to being together, there's been problems, nothing left and right. Seems like only one person had the issue, and it was her. So, yeah, fuck that bitch. And all the good YouTubers leaving, too. Can't believe it. We're losing so many good people over some of this dumbest shit or stuff that could be avoided easily. I know this is a long rant, I know. And anyone who's still watching, thank you so much for just listening to this fucker talk. This person talk about random shit that has nothing to do with you or anything to do with you. But I'm just glad that someone or whoever or whatever is watching this know that, you know, sometimes you just need to talk it out. Even if no one wants to listen or if someone wants to listen, it's fine by me. Alright, that's gonna conclude it. That's all I got to talk about. I talked way too long enough and about random shit. I thank you guys so much. And if you guys want to talk or if you guys want to say anything or you guys want to, you know, have any suggestions on games, or anything you guys want to see or anything you guys want to talk about, or if you like, you know, this kind of, you know, content where I just talk about, you know, what life or different things, you know, just have something playing in the background, let me know. And yeah, see you.